And also with the werewolf himself, I understand what they were going for. This week we are back in the horror genre with the first film that I've seen in 2025, Universal and Blumhouse Productions, Wolfman. I'd like to make it clear from the beginning that as of recording this video, I have not seen the original Wolfman, I haven't seen any of the remakes of Wolfman, or any of the standalone werewolf films. I am of course aware of the impact of this character in pop culture, but besides that, I was pretty much blind going into this film of what to expect specifically. And after seeing it, I'm happy to say that this movie pretty much does everything a horror movie should do. It gets right to the point, it has one location, it sets up the location with establishing shots to where we know where everybody is and where they're moving around, to where we know where the creature is going to be when the creature actually gets involved. And I think that that is unfortunately where my first issue comes in, because the section where our three main characters haven't gotten to the location of the action yet, I think they cut that just a bit too much. I understand that they're trying to get us to the main action, obviously. We can't spend too long here, but I think they rushed it just a bit. But once we do get to the main action, there were several times where I felt like it was going to get a lot more violent than it actually did. And I'm actually happy because of that, because it's still brutal. There's still violent things going on. This is a werewolf, after all. But it is able to keep itself just enough to where everything is effective, and it really does work with treating it like the werewolf like an animal. You see it for a little bit, then it runs off. It does that part very well. Now, that is where we get to the two other problems that I had here, so bear with me for a second. But there are certain times in the movie where it will switch to what I'm calling the wolf sense, and that is when it will change to where it's the werewolf's POV, where we see things essentially like night vision, if that makes sense of like what I'm trying to communicate here. And I understand why that's there. It's really cool for the most part, but there were some times where it looked more like a psychedelic trip and not, okay, we're seeing things through the eyes of an animal here. So I think if they would have polished that up a bit more, that would have been better for the overall product. And also with the werewolf himself, I understand what they were going for. In this movie, the werewolf is treated as a biological infection rather than a curse from a witch or a wizard or something like that. So I understand what they were going for, but there wasn't enough animalistic things about this wolfman or werewolf. And what I mean is that it didn't look enough like a wolf. Yes, we hear it howl, yes, claws and running on all fours, yes. But besides that, I wouldn't have thought that this wolfman was a wolfman. The most recent version of Wolfman is fortunately another very well done horror film. It does just what it needs to do to be effective in its story, but unfortunately it falls short with some of the pacing at the beginning of it and some of the decisions with the VFX and the design of its main creature. With that being said, Blumhouse Productions' Wolfman gets a 7.5 out of 10. Hello everybody, welcome back to Movies with Michael. If you enjoyed this movie review, you can show it by leaving a like on this video and comment down below what you thought about this movie. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or was it right there in between? You can tell me all that down below in the comments section. And please remember to subscribe to this channel and click the notification icon to be notified about my latest videos. That's all for now, and I'll see you all next time.